Good evening, Soldierboy here, and welcome back to Paris, France, for more Siege of Paris DLC from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hope everyone's had a good weekend so far. If you missed last night's stream, we did a second assassination. Slightly different to the first. And so far, I do want to say that I'm actually really enjoying the game. I'm really enjoying the DLC. I know there's a few complaints going around on social media. It's too short, it's boring, that kind of stuff. The usual. I've got nothing to moan about, so I'll moan about whatever I can. The first thing that comes to mind, generally. I'm actually really enjoying it. I think it's a nice addition. And obviously, depending on how the story goes, depends on final thoughts. But currently at this stage, people keep saying, what do you think of it? And I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm liking the old school side of things. And I think it's a decent DLC. But I don't want to give too... People keep saying to me, you know, what do you think? What do you think? Like, I don't know, because I haven't finished it. And I don't like to give an opinion until we've finished. But... current opinion, I'm enjoying it, and that's the main thing. I hope you guys are too. I can't see the chat at the minute because I'm filling out the YouTube site, so give me a second. Last night's stream when we ended, I was struggling to talk. I kind of lost my voice a little bit. Today, I've somehow got a cold. What I'd like to know is, how do you get a cold when you don't leave the house? Because I've not been able to leave the house for how many months? You know, I go once a week to physio. And that's about it. So how have I managed to get a cold? That's my question to everyone tonight. Good evening, Keller. How are you? Yeah, for me that just makes no sense. Like I say, I can understand if I left the house, but I haven't. I've been trying to promote the page a little bit more today, more than I normally do. I don't know, I kind of got into a frame of mind today of just, let's see what we can do in terms of advertising the channel. So I did. In fact, I'm just doing that now, actually. Give me 2 seconds and we will load in. And I'll tweet. I'm good. Once Mom to start playing Death Stranding and Witcher again. Yeah, we're definitely putting our Witcher playthrough on hold. Yeah, it's annoying. I wanted to do it, but starting the older Assassin's Creed, I now want to do every single one of them. I'm so really sorry. I can't talk and type, and it's ridiculous. I'm nearly done. I am so nearly done because this is ridiculous. I can't talk and type. That one. That one. Okay. We're done. I'm not doing any more advertising. I've done the bits I wanted to do. Max, who jumps in the streams, I've now been made a mod of his server, so I'm advertising a little bit there. Thank you for the likes, whoever they were. Thank you very much. Massively appreciated. So I've kind of promised I would advertise in his Discord a little bit more. Good evening, Lisa. How are you? I was saying right at the start, I've gained a cold. No one else in my house. I think this is when my voice was going last night. Towards the end, I was struggling with my voice a little bit, and I think I've got a cold. But My question to everyone is, how do you get a cold when you don't leave the house? And no one in your house has a cold. It's like magic. Patiently waiting for the moment when PSG are going to lift their first Champions League trophy. Think you may be waiting a few years, Keller. I don't know. I've got a feeling it's not going to be. The team is fantastic, but I can't see it being as easy as some people are going to think. I think them kind of stars all have egos, and I think that might be your undoing. It's the different egos in a team trying to gel together. you thought I said I've got a cult. No. I've got a cult. Is my voice that off? My half kept saying to me today that my voice was off, and I kept saying, no, it's fine. I've got a cult. I don't know what I'd call my cult, to be fair. I'm not surprised you were confused, to be fair. I'm confused. But yeah, no, I definitely haven't got a cult. I hope not. If I've got one, I don't know about it. I suppose that's the better way of having one. If I don't know, it's not my fault. But yeah, we gained a few more subscribers today. I've been doing a little bit of advertising during the daytime. If you've watched the tennis video, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Let me know what you think. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? Probably your family got it, but their immune system took care of it, but you are more isolated and more vulnerable. Yeah, I suppose. It's just frustrating. Do you know what? I'll give everyone one big piece of advice that I learned. I've learned it before today. I'll give everyone one piece of... Thanks for the like. Much appreciated. Good evening, gaming. How are you? Yeah, one massive piece of advice to everyone. If you have a broken back, don't sneeze. Sneezing is worse than the pain the back gives you in the first place. I've learned it before. I've had hay fever and stuff a few months ago, and sneezing was horrible. Today, sneezing was enough to bring me to tears. It was, yeah. Don't have a broken back and sneeze. It's not good. That's why cold is not good at the minute. If I start sneezing, I'm in massive trouble. If I start sneezing during the stream, you may not hear from me for a while. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not good. Good. Kathy, I'm glad you're good. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. You're really enjoying Shadow of Mordor. I bet, gamer. To be fair, that is your kind of game, to be honest. Shadow of Mordor is a brilliant game. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good weekend. If you watch the tennis videos, thank you very much. The first episode. It's going to be a long platinum, I think. It's a long game. Yeah, sneezing and broken back is not fun. It's extremely painful. So, just a warning, if I sneeze on stream, you won't hear from me for a while. Because it will knock me for 6 again, like it did earlier. It was, yeah, not fun. That's why I can't believe I got a cold. But there we go. Anyway, shall we have a look of what we're going to do tonight? Shadow of Mordor is really good. It is, yes, Lisa. You're just destroying captains in that game. Have you started recruiting is it the first one or the second one you recruit captains? Instead of killing them, you can actually recruit them. I can't remember which one. Can't wait to play Shadow War. Shadow War's good as well. Long time since I played them though. Oh, a little update. So tomorrow, no daytime stream, but there will be an evening stream like tonight. Tuesday there will be a morning stream, but it won't be until about 9:30, 10 o'clock. For about 3 hours, we'll see. Still waiting on confirmation of time home. And Wednesday will probably be about the same, and Thursday will be around the same. And Thursday evening, I think we're going to have a look at the new Avengers DLC, which is the War of Wakanda, Black Panther. I think that's coming this week. And we'll do evening streams during the week as well. We'll see how we go. There's only 20 main missions, so I've done 10. Nice. You'll soon get through it then. I don't know how hard, like I said, I don't know if you can get platinum now or not. But tonight, main mission for us is we've got to go and meet Siegfried. If you missed last night's episode, we assassinated the second character. Different to the first. Less clues to follow. And I don't want to. Obviously, if you're watching, you sport it if you don't want it sport already. So I suppose I can talk quite openly. Because I'm trying not to spoil it, but at the same time, if you're watching, I suppose it's too late. You also think Messi will transform a team, and I don't. I just think you're asking too much for the first season. Second season, possibly. First season, probably too much. And I know you've got Ramos as well. Yeah, I think second season maybe. But yeah, so last night Charles did a turn on us. He decided, well, he used us to find his wife, and in turn to find his son, which didn't work. But he turned on us, and now we have to go to Siegfried's forward camp to plan our siege, and beg for forgiveness and tell Siegfried he was right, I suppose, because obviously Ivor's plan failed. So I think that looks to be the plan for this evening. I'm not sure I want to go to Siegfried and admit we were wrong. Nice burnt house. There's a chest in here somewhere. And there's something on the table too. There is. I will say one thing for Paris. There is silver everywhere. Like, the currency is everywhere. No matter where you go, there is money sitting around. Okay. I'm not sure I want to go in here and admit we made a mistake, but I don't see a way around it at this point. Don't think he needs to adapt. We'll see. We'll see, Keller. We'll see. You don't have Avengers anymore. What have you done with Avengers gaming? I keep saying Siegfried, and it's Siegfried. Oh, okay, is it? I've said many times my pronunciation is definitely not correct in most things, mainly in Egypt. My pronunciation in Egypt is horrendous. Siegfried. Okay, I'll try and remember. You know I won't. You know I'm going to forget. But I'll try my best. Siegfried. Although we're actually speaking to Toga. We're actually speaking to Toga. Toka? So different, I suppose. We got a letter first, though. Oh, okay. This is the assassin symbol. So this isn't the assassins. Don't get excited. PS now membership has run out, so I need to buy. Oh, I assumed you brought it gaming. That's why. Right. So this is the agent report. My brother, I scouted the ruins west of the slums of Paris as you asked. Within, I found an ancient door bearing a symbol much like the letter A. Yet slightly altered. Have we not read this? Perhaps you know it. The door would not open. While I struggled with it, I caught movement. Yeah, we've read this before. We read this last night. That was a different letter elsewhere that we read last night. That is, yeah, let's repeat. That's weird. This letter might not be. Bonjour, Toka. The Frankish rebels are wreaking havoc across the Lordist forces. With more silver, they might topple them altogether. I know the rebels are Franks, but you share their goals. If you were to aid them, those goals could be achieved sooner. Pierre wants Toka's help with the rebels. Right. Let's admit we were wrong, shall we?
Longships on the shore. As beautiful as swans.
More like wolves circling for the kill.
True. This is no raid. When we get inside those walls, what happens, Eivor?
You have fought before? Bled? Killed?
Yes, but there are children in that city. They cannot flee.
I like the way she
When
thinks.
the wind is right, I can hear them yelling, playing games.
She's looking at the more. She's looking at the more human side of war.
The Franks to yield, though I am unsure of the best way.
Tell this to Siegfried.
You're correct, Lisa. It is Siegfried, not Siegfried. I apologise.
We're here. They see our strength. Let them give up their silver, sign the treaties, and we sail home.
To gain fame and wealth this way is good.
Count Odo leads the Franks in Paris, yes?
Aye, he defends the city and draws other nobles to cause.
I can talk to this Odo.
No more talk.
I didn't think Siegfried was going to go for that. He wants revenge. That's all he wants. Engelwin wasn't enough.
The High One says, 'tis better to live than to die. Let the dead tell no feels.
You quote the All-Father at me. I shall burn Paris, with or without you.
You have lost Thanes enough. Would you rule a wasteland?
Go then. Talk Count Odo out of his silver, if you can.
I will at that. Toka, where is this Odo?
You might pick up his trail at Poncesera, but go with stealth. That is enemy ground.
We're actually told to go with stealth. That's a first. Stealth is encouraged.
And Eivor, this Odo is no willow reed. He does not bend in the wind.
Siegfried doesn't think we can do it. He doesn't see the point, obviously. Ivor's still hopeful by the sounds of it that, you know, we can avoid this big massacre that seems to be wanting to occur. So, there is actually a rebel mission here if we want it. Where have we got to go for this? We are... Oh, it's the north of us. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure exactly where we're heading. That's where we've got to go. So what we'll do... I was going to ride a horse, but I suppose if we've got to go with stealth, a horse isn't very stealthy. There's a small wolf nearby. Let's grab that first while we're here.
I will take 3 Paris mansions.
All the men are talking about what they're going to ransack and take. It's always a bit disconcerting when the men... What's underground? Oh, okay. We have an underground entrance somewhere nearby. As there is a... That's a dead body. That wants us to go up. Where is this underground part? There is something underground. There's an underground entrance. As there is a small wealth underground. And there's a key as well. Maybe here. Ah. I didn't mean to attack that guy. Come on, just... Can't break thing. There we go. That's what I was actually trying to do. You're getting a bit of Game of Thrones finale from this. Walling over the ashes of a sacked city. There is a bit of that, isn't there? Keys here. Now, is this one... No, this was just the key. That wasn't actually the way to wherever this underground bit for the actual treasure is. It's a bit weird. There's a lot of keys in France, I must admit. I've noticed a lot of that. Right, there is an underground entrance somewhere to get that treasure. Where is it? But yeah, there is definitely... There's a lot of that going on. Underground entrance? Underground entrance. There we go, there's an underground entrance. There's loads of stuff up here as well. More silver, as always, there's lots of silver. We got a new skill recently. We actually no longer have to press the button to loot. Ivor will now loot automatically. Did I press the wrong skill? Yeah, he will actually loot. I don't actually always have to press it. Which is brilliant. Obviously, looting takes forever sometimes. I don't think that was all we needed the key for. Strangely. But we got it. There's obviously something else nearby that the key is for. Okay, so let us stealthily... So I'm going to get rid of the flaming arrows. Attempt to go and speak to Odo. It's always a bit disconcerting when you're about to cross a bridge that's fogged. There's a lot of fog around on either side. You're going out on your own. You're in a foreign country at war. And you're actually leaving the safety of your camp on your own. It's a little bit disconcerting.
I should not be seen in this area.
Okay, so we're actually not allowed in this area here. Always good to know. There is an enemy up top, but that is about it. I think. It's just him up there.
Keep your voice down. You want to be captured and eaten by the heathens.
If it means getting out of this miserable tree.
Merde, a twig. It has snapped.
Two men sitting there having a little jolly old time on their own, eh?
Hey now. Don't grant me strength.
He's dead. I've just set myself on fire as well. I did say yesterday, we gained some of these new skills, and one of them, where I don't think we can die, well, it's a lot harder to die now, because our health regenerates. And if I'd known, I probably wouldn't have got the skill. I think it takes a bit of the worry away. We could still die, to be fair. Yeah, I definitely miss double assassinations. I don't understand why you can't, to be honest. Yeah, I do definitely miss double assassinations. Right, so this is the Treeman's Diary. So these are these two people just dealt with. Day 1, how exciting. Count Odo has built this excellent treehouse so we can spy on the Northmen. Day 3, there are some drawbacks to eating, sleeping, and micturating while living entirely in a tree. Day 8, so many splinters. Day 15, my mighty roots reach into the ground and the acorns have transformed into a Hamadryad, a plucky nature spirit. I shall never leave my tree. Okay, well they've definitely left their tree now because we dealt with them. But I will say, it wasn't. Yeah, I want double assassinations back. Yeah, so I don't actually have to always press triangle anymore. He does pick up things himself. I think some of these new skills are ruining it a little bit. So the health regeneration is ruining it a little bit. Auto looting is lovely. I love auto looting. But it's the auto generation, health generation. To be fair, if we reset all of our skills, we could take it off. But that means resetting every skill. But yeah, there's little things you miss from the previous ones. Double assassination being one of the big ones. Well, I need a new bow. That's the big thing. I don't like the quick bow. I like a proper hunting bow. So when you actually aim properly. I like that. I prefer one of those. Right. This isn't going to be fun because he's actually in here. And this looks like an enemy camp. I'm just going to give it a save before we try and head in. Because no doubt we're about to mess up. And if we get killed, I'd like to be able to load back here. Have you reset just one skill? You can't reset just one skill, I don't think. It's a good shout. We'll have a look, but I don't think you can. You have to reset the middle and then go and select them all over again because if we don't want to have that skill on. It's this one here. Ah, reset. I can take it off. I've gained 5 skill points to take it off. I lose all these skills though, don't I? No, you are right, you can reset it. I also lose the ability to have these skills. Okay, well I think what we'll do, we'll persevere for the time being and see. It may get to a point where we are in a fight enough that actually we can still get hurt. But at the minute, it hasn't really happened. I would like to see if, I'm assuming we can still die. We literally have to walk past this guard.
This must be the fort token mentioned. I need clues to Odo's whereabouts.
Well, he's not going to let us in for a start. We'll find a different way in, I think. Right, we need to find clues to his whereabouts. There's a key. I don't know what the key's for. But yeah, we'll keep it for the time being, and I think we'll just see how it goes. If obviously it if you don't have the ability to die, it kind of takes some of the. Who's talking to me? Oh, up there. You didn't see him. It takes some of the excitement away, I suppose. Please tell me you can't see me from over here. Right, so in here somewhere. We have to find... So, don't be silly. Oh, he's turned round on me.
I crush you.
Think we dealt with him quick enough. Oh, that was lucky. Right, if that's the case, we can then actually get down. So we need to explore the clues to find out where he is.
Let's see.
How this guy didn't see me, I don't know. I know they're just stat boosts. Let's see how we go in here. If we get into a big fight, which I hopefully won't, it's a struggle to die, then we'll take it off. In fact, no, actually, let's take it off. It does bug. It bugs me because I think it just takes some of the realism out. What do you guys think? Let's take it out and see how we get on. I'm just not a fan. It just seems a bit... It just seems a bit of a weird one for me. I just don't... Games run as long as you're in content. That makes sense. It's adrenaline based. It just, yeah, it just, I don't know, for me it just seems a bit unrealistic. You're looking back at Odyssey, aren't you, in terms of regaining health and stuff. Which wasn't an issue in Odyssey because you're meant to be a demigod, but I don't know, with this it just seems odd. Right, we are looking for clues to Odo's whereabouts. Now, normally when you're looking for clues, you can send your raven up and it goes blue.
See you, old friend.
It goes green around where the clues are. I'm assuming that's the key we need. The key down there is what we need to actually get that chest. Would be my first guess. What about, should we try this rats? We've got a vantage point. Shall we have a look at this rat ability with these guys down there? This may go badly wrong and we suddenly get seen. But we haven't really had a good chance to see the rats do their thing. So let's have a look. That's if I can do this correctly. Right, the rat ability is set. I'm hiding. And my rats are now... Look, the rats are attacking them. Look at that.
Count Odo shall lead us to victory. The Northmen have not won yet.
The rats took out 2 of them. Only 2 though, unfortunately. Not the one with the key. Oh, there's a... no, that's the person who's helped. The rat isn't actually... That's not too bad. I like how that skill works. Call in the rats. And it's only on the first level, it's not upgraded. Guys trying to run away. The rats only stay on where they are though. The platform they're on is where they stay. They can't go. Right, now they're coming after me.
Wait a minute. Here you go.
He died. Come here. Poisoned the big guy. The big guy's the one we need because he's got the key.
God is with us. Allez!
Okay, this is now going to get a bit interesting, isn't it? Am I going to regret taking off the ability to not die? Run out of stamina. Always forget about stamina. Right, one's down. Definitely harder. I'll give you that. Oh, we just got hit then. Where is the guy with the big bow? This is obviously causing us issues. Not anymore, it's not. Yeah, definitely. There we go. I didn't have to press X. I didn't want to pick him up. I pressed X, but I didn't need to. Yeah, the worry about dying is back, and I like that. I like the fact that there is that concern. I just think without it, it just becomes a bit tedious. Right, there's a chest down here. We've got the key, which I'm assuming is for the chest in the main house. We somehow didn't set the alarm off. I'm not sure how. We've been seen by someone though. Oh, he's walking up there, that's why. This is our fire guy. I hate these guys. Oh, we dealt with them. Right, we will try and go back to being sneaky. The rat ability though, I do really like that. I think it's going to get to the point of being overused if we're not careful. Look at that though. As an ability, if they run off, they obviously don't follow, which is a little bit annoying. And now they're gone. I like that ability though. Imagine it fully upgraded. I was aiming for his leg. Are you actually really going up the ladder?
You are not getting away.
We're not trying to get away. We're trying to catch you. I was trying so hard to make him fall off. But yeah, I think the rat ability, try not to overuse it, I think. But yeah, pretty happy with that as an ability so far. Right. The aim is to try and find some clues, and we've yet to find a single one. Right, so, there's another green icon over there.
Another message for Odo left to rot on his desk.
Ah.
Why bother? Nobody
Message for Odo left on his desk.
Have faith in the Count. He's kept us fed, so if anyone can hold Paris, he can.
Big Fred and his lot.
Right. I love the fact the guards are so quick to give you clues. You'd think they'd be a bit more discreet. Admittedly, chances of someone being here, sneaking around their camp is probably quite small. But even so, you'd think they'd be a little bit more discreet. That's what the key was for, the door to his room. Because a lot of the clues we've got throughout the France so far have all been people not being able to keep their mouths quiet about what's going on. Oh, a new scythe. We are now going to have a choice between the scythe and the one-handed sword. Let's have a quick look at it. And we have to decide, what do we keep using, the sword and the shield, or do we go to the scythe again? So the new scythe is this one, the blooded scythe. The blood of victims lingers on its blade, and the kill chance of light and heavy finishes on regular enemies with low health. The chance goes up and the health decreases is a perk. It's an okay scythe, I suppose. The scythes look okay. They're very cumbersome and awkward, and I don't like dual wielding because I just think it's unrealistic. But what do you guys think? Should we move to the scythe we've just gained, or should we stick to the one-handed sword that we gained in the slums of Paris? I'll let you guys decide whilst we read the clue on the desk. Blood lingers, plague super spreader. Very true, actually. Very true. There's a lot of plague hints going on. We haven't actually... We've seen the effects of the plague, but nothing's been actually confirmed as that's what it is. But the clues are all there, aren't they?
Odo should be at his manor. One with
Gaming wants the scythe. So, dearest Odo, our guests are arriving at the Manoir des Fleurs Rouges. A few become lost, arriving south of Paris instead of north. I dispatched messages to the rest, telling them to look for our abundant fields of gorgeous red poppies. Interesting. Do make haste, my love. Our guests are eager to parley with you about the war. While waiting, they are taste testing our prize mulled wine, your faithful wife, Lady Theodrate. So he is at his manor. Of course he has a manor. What French rich noble wouldn't, I suppose? So, we're heading back this way, strangely enough. We're going to be north of Paris. We still haven't been into the main centre of Paris yet. We've been in the slums, but we haven't actually been in the main centre, and this will be the first time we've come to the north. Before we leave here, we obviously need the viewpoint. There's a small wealth there as well, by the looks of things. What does everyone else think weapon-wise? Do we stick to the sword, or do we move to the scythe? I think the viewpoint's up here. Anything in here to grab? Something under there. Go another opal. Something else we don't spend. I think the viewpoint is here. Anything to pick up in here? No, but in Britain, on this, in England, there was always things to pick up there, but there isn't in this one. Unfortunately. Alright, viewpoint. The city proper is it's got to be the finale, yeah, I would have said the finale. 3 guesses what you prefer weapon-wise. You're preferring the sword, I would assume. Mainly because the scythe looks so weird when you're trying to wield it. It's very unwieldy. We did use a scythe for quite a while before. We used it quite early on, to be fair. We missed really well. I know gaming wants a scythe. I think we'll stick to the sword for the time being. Mainly because I just find the scythes, they're cool to look at, they're a pain to use, and they're not realistic. We were using the Scythe of Tribulation previously, and it's actually a better attack. It's heavier though on the Blooded Scythe. I just think they're very unrealistic in the way they look, whereas swords look a little bit better. Sorry, gaming. We'll alternate. We'll try and go back to the scythe soon. Mainly if we can get upgraded, I think would be a good help. To be fair with the scythe, because at the minute it's obviously not going to be upgraded, so we might actually wait till we go to a blacksmith and have a look at it then. Yeah, they're just very long and top heavy, which obviously doesn't work very well. Okay, let us grab this mini wealth, and then we're going to the north of Paris. See what is going on there. So that's underneath, isn't it? Alright. No, it wasn't too far. I thought it was going to be too far drop then, but it's actually alright. There's a little chest. Nicely done. And we can leave via the entrance as there's no one here to stop us. Strangely enough. There we go. You prefer the scythe? Do you actually prefer the scythe? It just feels very... It's very long, top heavy, and it just looks odd. Especially, you can't use a shield. Yeah, I don't know. It's good for a group, because the swing on it's perfect. When you're in a group fight, there's loads of them surrounding you. It swings lovely. But other than that, it's just a bit weird. Right, North Paris. Our first visit. I'm amazed they're not attacking us, considering it's meant to be enemy territory. I don't know, I destroy enemies with it. They're very good damage-wise, but it's also they drain your stamina because they're heavy. That's the other thing. I've also noticed, compared to England and Ireland, there's no fast travel points. So this kind of area would be a fast travel point normally, and it's not in the France DLC. This would normally you'd have a dock or something here, wouldn't you? You don't get it for some reason. This is our riverboat to cross the river with. Two horseback riders coming past. I know, worth it for that little journey across the river. Music's changing. I was going to call a horse, but I was trying to be a bit discreet. Yeah, the viewpoints are fast travel, but in the base game and the Irish DLC, little hubs like that potentially could be a little port or that kind of area. Normally, they were also fast travel points. They can't have the signal of the sign of an anchor. I can hear loads of wolves. I can't see them. Disconcerting when you can hear them but can't see them. They're over there. Yeah, for this one, it doesn't seem that's been done this time. Right, I think we're nearly there. Let us have a look. Obviously, that's a raid. I'm just trying to keep the main story flowing at the minute, rather than doing all the side stuff. I'm under attack by something. That's what I'm under attack by. Mr. Wolf. We desperately do need to upgrade some of our weapons, because obviously a lot of our weapons aren't upgraded at the minute, so we are lacking damage. More wolves over there, but they're attacking something else, I think. Leave them to it. But yeah, viewpoints are still fast travel. It's just that the extra fast travels don't seem to be happening, which is fine. It's just different. Different isn't always bad. Different's just different. I definitely I'm playing completely differently to how we did the base game and Island. We cleared as we went with those, and this one, the main story seems to be more important here at the minute. I don't know what you guys think, but devastation everywhere. Normally we would just clear as we go and the main story would come and go as we did things, but I just feel the main story is actually really important at the minute. Right, we're here.
This way is well guarded. Best to find another way in.
Okay.
How dare you bar me from going this way? Who says
They're not even letting the French in.
Lord Odo says so.
Odo is not even letting his own people in.
Best raise my hood here.
We found a different way in. Oh, there's a guy here. I wasn't going to give him the chance to see me. Right, where are we actually heading? Figure stay high. Hope for the best. The entrance is by a field of red flowers. So we're looking for the poppies. So definitely use white at the minute. And we're looking for a field of poppies near his house. Can you hear the French child singing? Now that's a song and a half for a child to be singing. You're done with Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor for the day, then you're going to go God of War. You do switch your games up quite a bit, don't you? That's not a criticism, by the way. Don't take it like that. But yeah, you do switch it up quite a bit, which is good. As long as you're enjoying them, that's the main thing. Oh, fields, red poppy fields. They're over there. Yeah, when I said it, I kind of thought that sounds a bit harsh. That wasn't how I meant it. I meant it as that's a good way of doing it. Okay, red poppy fields are over there. We're heading to there.
My eyes.
Without getting seen. Okay, I'm just trying to work out our best entrance, really. There's obviously an underground entrance because there's something underground there. We're currently here, over there, near the church. There is an underground entrance there. Maybe that's our best shot on the outside walls. Maybe that house's underground entrance might be our best shot. I can't play the same game for hours. I need a break from one. If I want to take a break, I might as well complete another. Yeah, no, it's alright. No, it's as I said it. I just thought, as I'm saying it, I'm like, that does sound harsh, and that wasn't how I meant it.
What's this?
What's what? I don't know what you're saying. What's that for? But yeah, no. As long as you're enjoying it, that's the main thing, isn't it? Do we go into the church, maybe? There's a viewpoint here, which must be the church spire. So actually, while we're here, let's grab it. A little bit clumsy going around there, wasn't it? But no, it is good to change it up, to be fair. I know we try and stick to one. So I don't lose track of the controls more than anything else. Oh, we can go in here. Okay, I think there's a viewpoint. That's the reason we're trying to go up here. There it is. Let's grab this viewpoint while we're here, and then we need to try and find a way into Odo's manor, which we know where it is. Climb up. I don't know if it's me, but the controls seem to be a little bit more fiddly than the base game. Climbing wise seems a lot more fiddly. Doesn't seem as easy going as it originally was. It could just be me, to be fair. I'm curious to what Ivor's going to try and offer Odo, Count Odo, sorry, give him his full title. Because what can we really offer him? Unless we plead and show him that, obviously, bloodshed isn't good for anyone, but I can't see Ivor or the Frankish or the Norse soldiers actually having anything he wants, or needs for that matter. Can I save it here before we actually get too far in? May not let me. I will. I thought it might not actually let me save because of where we are, but it does. Right, there's a note in here. Ebbels, when father died, I took it upon myself to see you grown into a good and godly man, and a mighty man you have become, a great warrior second to none. But though you have a mighty arm, you lack the shield of faith. I pray for you, brother. The next time you feel the urge to visit a brothel, say confession instead. The righteous path is the road to eternal victory, your brother Goslin. So next time his brother feels the need to visit a brothel, he is to just say confession. That will solve all of his urges in one shot. Okay. Now, I've got there might be an underground entrance in here, which is why we're entering. I'm just trying to find other ways into where we're heading. The reason I think there might be, because there was a gold chest just outside, but under the ground it seemed. Which made me wonder, was there an underground entrance in here? I don't think there was actually. I think I've got it wrong. There's a key over there though, that may be useful. There's a chest, there is something underground here, because there's rats under the ground as well. There obviously is a key. I don't quite understand why all these ropes are here, because obviously we just want to go across the floor. More money. Love the money's lying around everywhere. What else we've got to read? This is a monk's diary. The arrangements are all made. Tomorrow we leave the safety of our walls to walk the circuit of the city viewing Saint Germain's holy casket. May he bless Paris for another year. I am fearful I cannot deny it, but I put my trust and hope in God. It was a miracle. We bore the saint's casket as always, frightened for our lives, with a heart. The invaders spied us as we moved beyond their camp. Stooping low, he grabbed hold of a deadly stone that surely would have been our doom. Yet as he cast it forward with all his might, the stone turned back and struck his own head, and he fell lifeless into the water. We continued our circuit unmolested. Praise to God and all honour to bless Saint Germain. So, someone went to throw a stone at them and threw his own head instead. Okay. Right, we have... I think there's a key here. Bishop's orders. Brothers and sisters, the heathen army approaches. You must save the treasures of the church. Take the wealth and secure it in the crypt beneath St. Mary and offer prayer. So there is something beneath here. Where was the key? There. Right, smash it, get the key out. Knew I'd seen a key. I want to read it, I want to put the key. So, they have removed the wealth from the church into the crypt. Now, how do we get into the crypt? And I'm kind of hoping it leads to the house, but it probably doesn't, does it? And I can't see a way under the crypt. To be fair. So we're a little bit... obviously, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to start with ruckus if we can avoid it. Looking for an entrance to a crypt. So I don't think it's here.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Okay. I kind of was hoping the crypt was there. The crypt is out the front. That's the crypt there. So that's something we'll have to investigate, I think. The minute, we're trying to concentrate on getting into the house. Which is either going to be on the walls. There is the underground passage the other side, isn't there? Outside the walls. Maybe we could stay hidden. Staying hidden enough.
Wear a disguise in this place.
We should wear a disguise. I don't know what disguise we could wear. Why? He just told us we should wear a disguise in this place. What is? The only thing I can think of is something. There's a blue clue down there, a green clue. Is the cloak we got previously? We explored around and looked for Count Odo. There is a clue over there. Obviously, if there's any soldiers around, I'm in trouble. I don't think there is. Maybe alright for a minute. Trying to be careful. I don't, we can obviously fight our way out of these situations, but if we can avoid it, we should. Signus. The rats swarmed through the tunnels into the farmhouse and the manor. They devoured grain stores that are biting the field hands. We've killed many, but the festering corpses remain. I've ordered the farmhouse boarded up to stem the tide. Do the same at the manor. Your faithful Reeve. There's a tunnel to the manor in the farmhouse nearby, which we knew. We had previously seen that as a possibility. So does that mean we then use that as our way in then? Okay. Maybe that's our way in. Which was originally my first plan. And then I kind of changed my mind and maybe should have stuck with it. Does mean we're going to be fighting rats. But if it gets us into there, I think that might be the best way. Is there anything else in here to grab while we're here? No. Okay. Down we go then. Beware of the mighty rats. I'll take his hood off yet. I'm assuming he's going to put it back on in a minute, no matter what I do anyway. I can hear the rats already. There they are. You just got to get through them quickly, I think, more than anything else. They do damage. Right, where is their hole? Their hole is covered, obviously. It's a lot harder to get rid of them. There's their hole. And obviously, if you put something on it, it does save you a lot of trouble. We've just got a doll. Snake. 2 snakes. Why did the snakes not eat the rats? Or is that maybe too simple a question? It's a bit weird, isn't it? There's 2 snakes sat there, yet the rats didn't eat the snakes. Right. So I can hear people. We've got a locked chest, we need to find a key. So there's a key through there, there's lots of rats around here. And I can hear someone arguing. Maybe they were at stalemate. Do you know what? That is the best answer I've heard. Maybe they made it come to a truce. So an appeal for silver to Lord Odo. Allies have sent men and silver to aid us, but none more is needed. Many fear to give for the defence of Paris, lest they leave their own realms unguarded. Yet we need silver. Perhaps we should send additional appeals even as far as Frisia, your faithful captain, Lord Hubertus. So Lord Hubertus felt the French needed more silver. I can see the blood. I think we need to get rid of the rats and get through there, block that up, and we can scurry underneath. And the key is the other side. There is also a doorway that way. I want the key so we can get the chest, so I think that is our plan. Oh, come on, then. Why did they not? Come on, get in the hole. It's because of where I am. There we go, get in the hole. Last rat. Thank you.
More will come. It will have to do for now.
That will definitely have to do for now. I want the key. Where is my key? The key is exactly where rats are, and that's where we need to kind of convince them to leave us alone and go to. Right. Can actually force them with bow. Ish. I think we succeeded. We've got the key. There we go. I could block them back up. I don't think we need... I think there's a chest behind there, actually. I don't know how long before they come back. That's the question. Never hung around long enough to find out. They're back already. They don't stay away for very long, by the looks of things. All that effort, and we've got a tungsten ingot. Right, we can hear the talking upstairs. With some titanium as well, perfect. Okay. We've not been sent here to assassinate Odo, we've been sent to talk, which I think is going to become difficult. Well, we ventured in, we used the farmhouse to get here. And now, I think we're on his land. Well, there was a ladder there. I just needed to shoot it to use it. Okay. So we need to move enough so we can shoot that. There we go. I just panicked a load of people, I think.
I need to find Count Odo.
We do need to find Count Odo. Where do we head? Right. Obviously, I've no clue where he is, and my concern is if we get spotted, we're in trouble. Camera angle is not helping at this point. Another letter. Father Theobald, my old friend, I seek your guidance on a pressing matter of spiritual concern. Normally I'd bring these matters into the sacrament of Holy Confession with my father confessor, but this war makes such conveniences difficult. The siege has driven our family priest, Walter descends, over the edge and he is no longer stable enough to hear any confession. I fear for the safety of my family, particularly Lady Theodrate. Sometimes the urge to flee overwhelms me. We could escape so easily through a smuggler's tunnel, but I cannot abandon my post. Late at night, doubts attack me. Nightmares of fire and blood stalk my dreams until I sit bolt upright in bed, trembling with fear. The meaning is clear. My stubborn defence of Paris, I bring down a terrible slaughter upon us all. Once again, I ask you to share your wisdom. What should I do? Your former student, Lord Odo, Count of Paris. So Odo is concerned that he won't be able to hold Paris. Now that helps us. Knowing he has these concerns, that does help us massively. My concern was we've got nothing to offer. If he is having the same concerns, I think that gives us hope there is something more to offer. My concern is at this point is to go through this door. It's locked. Okay. There's 2 guards upstairs. We don't need to do anything. Cutscene instead. But yeah, Odo has got he's confessed he's worried.
And with Count Odo leading us, we shall drive these heathen devils back into the abyssal sea.
As you say, my lord, but these Northmen are mortal, not demons.
There's definitely a lot of talk
They
about being
want
demons,
land
aren't there?
and plunder.
True. The Northmen are fierce, and the king is.
He did let us know about
So
secret
was
entrance
the
exit, didn't he? The smuggler's tunnel.
Yet every one of you swore an oath.
That's
before
Odo.
God, to defend this realm. We will overcome this evil, as we always have.
I was expecting to be a lot
I
older,
cannot
to be
compel
fair.
you to do your duty. Your hearts must guide you. Gosle, kindly show our guests out.
Yeah, I kind of, from his writing that we read, I expect him to be a bit older.
Come out and say what you wish to say. Eivor of England.
He knows us.
You saw me enter. Fair enough. But how do you know me?
He definitely needs
My
some new French
scouts
armor.
speak of a famed warrior with a raven. Do you think us fools?
He even offers us a drink.
I did not expect such courtesy.
Mulled wine, what we call vin chaud. Properly spiced, seated, and served with fruit. My one vice.
Wine grapes do not grow in the north. We drink mead.
Mead.
Blunt and to the point there.
Eivor, you risked much to see me. I respect that. But why? You have land in England, no?
I have no wish to settle my people in Francia.
Then how much coin will satisfy your lust? 100 deniers? 1,000? And after you, who's next? Ragnar and his sons came here years ago. We bought them off with silver. And they burned Paris anyway.
I like that little addition there with Ragnar.
I want England free of Frankish meddling. We are not part of your kingdom.
And I would like our kingdom free of Norse meddling, as you call it. But, for argument's sake, what are your terms?
As I said, Charles leaves England alone. Second, he embraces Siegfried as an ally. And finally, he lets Siegfried's Thanes keep their lands in the north.
Rouen Amiens were my father's lands! You shall never claim my birthright!
He seemed to agree to 2 of them points, not the third. But we also know
Your army
Charles won't agree.
will never take Paris. And you will never have peace. Not here, and not in England.
That's the threat he didn't need to make.
My men will escort you out. When next we meet, it shall be on the field of battle. Farewell.
We gave him a chance, and it was one thing we asked for, one too much.
Camp and tell the others what Odo said.
Yeah, it was one too much, unfortunately. asking for the lands was the mistake Ivor made there. So we need to return to camp. We've got a choice while we're here. Do we try and clear some of the wealth and the mystery here? Or do we just head to camp and carry on the story? Because obviously I can fast travel if need be. That's kind of the thinking. But Odo, he seemed like he wanted us to know about it. He wanted us to come to a nice, rational decision. I don't think Charles would have agreed anyway. But it did seem like he was agreeing with us. Now, I think we should probably just head back to camp. We've got lots and lots to clear. But at this point, we're just going to get into fights in this town. In St. Marie. I just think we're going to get into a lot of fights unnecessarily. So let's head back to Siegfried's camp and explain what's happened. And see what he has to say. What we should have done actually is gone and upgraded their gear probably. But yeah, interesting. He was happy to hear us out. He obviously knows who we are. But he got upset once we mentioned keeping the land. So it seems the Norse have taken his family's lands. And that was just too much. But at least Odo seems hospitable. He seems someone you could parley with, someone you could try and negotiate to a point. And we know now his weakness is his lands. Whether we can use that against him is another story, but we do know that. If it was me, I'd burn all his lands to prove a point. But it's not me, so I don't know. We'll see what we have to do next. But then also I think with Charles agreeing to have Siegfried as an ally, I don't think that would have worked. He would never have accepted it. He does seem a lot more rational than Charles. Yeah, Charles has already turned on us once. You know, we're not going to let that happen a second time, are we? That's the big thing. You know, he's only going to get burnt once. That's the one chance you get. And he did it. Ooh, have I got a key to this? Oh, we have got a key to this chest. There's so many keys around Paris that people seem to have left lying around. Quartermaster's note. Warriors, take what you need to ready yourself for the siege. There are more supplies in the chest. Olaf lost the key down the old well. So that's the key we got from the well earlier. Would you burn Odo's lands? Would that not just burn the bridge forever? Depends. It depends how things go. I think if he doesn't sound very well, that guy. If it was me and I wanted to prove a point, yes. But it would be the last straw before, you know, if there's no other way to actually agree peace, then yes, I would to prove a point. Because that's obviously his weak point.
What do you take?
Wine. Much wine. It was a long journey.
Why are we drinking wine? He drinks mead.
The hero of Ravensthorpe, the Skalds call this one. Gifted at war and at
He's going to take the
words,
mickey out of
they
us now for
say.
not being able to agree.
But I see no treasure.
Right. But yeah, I would burn the lands just to prove a point, but only if there was no other way.
Have you kept it all for yourself?
It went as you said. The man is no reed. He would not bend, would not yield.
Franks love to talk, but their words are as empty as the wind.
And the fact that we now know his weak spot, his family is his weakness. Okay, listen to the wind. Know some words matter. Who is the wind and who is the reed? Who is the wind and who is the reed is definitely a no. Listen to the wind or know some words matter. So he's basically said the French, they don't talk true. I think listen to the wind, to be fair.
True. The wise sailor still listens to the wind. It may foretell a coming storm.
Now, 2 things we must do to carry this siege. First, we shall take some ground for catapults.
I'm looking forward to seeing the catapults in action.
Somewhere near Paris, I guess. But is it guarded?
The Franks lack the men to
You
hold
tried
the
to
whole
match
city.
Odo and Charles's wife.
Only the walled island.
Seems they did not consummate a marriage, so that keeps options. Do you know what? That is very good thinking. I completely forgot about his wife, to be
Find a
fair.
flaw in their defenses. A place where our
That is
warriors can
very
breach
good
their
thinking.
walls. Or a way for our
Charles's
ships
wife
to encircle
obviously
the island.
isn't happy,
Some
doesn't want
weakness
to
we can
be with
exploit.
Charles.
Agreed.
So to have an ally like Odo,
Might be that I
she
know a
could
way,
convince
but
him.
it carries risk.
That's a very
Speak,
good
sir.
tactic. I like
In the
that.
slums south of the walls, there is a smuggler, a woman.
A Breton lover.
She's not my lover, just a campfire fling. But if anyone knows
Very
the
touchy by
city's weak
Toka there.
points, she does. I would go myself, but we... Nolwenn, she...
They quarreled. The smuggler stole Toka's necklace before she stole her heart. Now Toka misses her necklace.
I will talk to this smuggler and find a weakness in the Franks' defenses. You have my word.
Good. All is settled then.
No, Uncle, there is another thing. Odo will not see reason, but Charles might.
Charles
should
will
speak
not
to
see
him again.
reason.
You wish for more talking.
We should speak to the Fat King. Gain a truce.
What? He tried to kill me.
There we go. Ivor is at last
Those stone walls will
learning.
not yield, not without a bloody fight.
I'm all for avoiding a
He may
big
give
fight
us
and a massacre
silver
if need
without
be,
half
but
our clan dying on those walls.
Perhaps Toka is right. Charles may still yield.
Go, niece. Talk to every king and bishop in the land. Just like Eivor the Talker. It matters not, but soon comes the end of talk. Soon the spears will clash and the city will burn. Be ready to fight that day.
My word, once given, is never broken. I will fight at your side, Sigrid. Never doubt.
Enough. Friends, uncle. We are of one heart here. I will seek the king at the Clever Fox, a tavern on the north bank.
at least
There
Toka's trying to be the
says Geralt is
peacemaker.
there.
She's got a lot of leadership potential, hasn't she?
Toka is a good thing.
There we go.
Someday she may stand in front of an army, like you, Siegfried.
I hope so. But for now, she stands with me. Meet me at the bell tower, Eivor, when you are ready to fight some Franks. Instead of talk to them.
What do you laugh at, Thane?
They say you stink of crow shit, hero. But you smell like Frankish piss wine to me.
So not all the Norse seem to believe what people are saying about Ivor. There seems to be a little bit of a Mickey taking going on.
I need to lay the groundwork for the siege. What to do first?
First thing we do is we pet the dog. That's what we do first. Just because we can. Right, so multiple quests for the siege now. So things are a little bit more open-ended now at this point, with multiple quests. It does mean we can always go off and do other things while we're laying the groundwork. So what do we need to do? We've got loads of missions now. We still got to find the smuggler's contact for this package. Locate the hidden keys. Achieve infamy level 3, we haven't done yet. Find and reach the Clever Fox Tavern. I don't know why we're heading to the Fox Tavern, because Toka is meant to be going there to meet Charles, not us. And obviously Charles has turned on us once. Why would we risk it? We're going to search for the smuggler who might have a weakness in Paris defences. And we need to secure the military workshop in North Paris for Siegfried's catapults. Okay. Plenty of choices then. Where first? That's the question. Right, at this point, we can go back up here if we wanted and clear the key. That's here. If we wanted to, we could also raid. It's whether we decide to now go off piste a little bit and clear areas, or we just keep following the main story at this point. That's the slums is there. That is the Clever Fox Tavern. And this one is Siegfried. So Siegfried is actually where we were previously. So it's a choice between... What's the... Oh, that's the other key, isn't it? It's whether we go and do some clearing, or we keep the story moving? That's the question. Something I think we need to do is actually upgrade our weapons and stuff. We need armour. We've yet to get a French shield. We yet to get, other than this Frankish cloak we gained coming in, we've only got, I think, one other cloak, and that was disguise. All our armour and bow, bar the feet, shoes, are still from Ireland. And maybe it's because we haven't done many of these missions for Pierre. Maybe we need to get our infamy level up a little bit so we can buy some armour from Pierre. Maybe. Or at least a shield that fits. But we need to upgrade the short sword. We need to upgrade the trousers, the shoes, the boots. Do a raid and see if you get more gear. It's not a bad shout, is it? A raid. Do you mean one of these raids? The red ones, by any chance? Because they're not normally gear, are they, the raids? Oh, are they? Sometimes they are, I suppose. Do you know what we could do? We could go here, we can clear this key, head north, and raid this Pont de l'Arche. We could raid there, couldn't we? See what we get. We can always... And it's the infamy missions for Pierre as well, is a way of getting gear. By the looks of things as well. So we need to raise our infamy level to be able to get new gear. Yeah, let's do that then. Okay, that's not a good shout. That's not a good shout. That's a very good shout, Lisa. So I think if we fast travel back to this area, Everu, we can travel north, find this key, and there's a couple of bits of welfare, and then we head north even more, and we'll raid up there and see where we go from there. We've still got plenty of time. So let us do that. Like I say, we do need to upgrade the gear with the sword we have got. We need to upgrade the boots. They may be different, yeah, we haven't done one in France yet, so it'll be interesting to see what they are, to be fair. It may even be the money we need to spend in the Rebels shop, which would be helpful. Although currently, to upgrade, get better gear in the Rebel shop, we need to be doing the Rebel missions, and we've only done one successfully. We failed one because we didn't do it. We did one successfully. But yeah, I'm a bit unsure of why Ivor, he started off by saying, no, we shouldn't go and speak to Charles, and he backtracked and said, actually, let's do it. Toku was meant to go on her own, and now we've got to go. Seems a bit weird. But yeah, I think it seems like the big main area of Paris is going to be left for the final part, isn't it? So, we're going to head over there. Grab that. The first thing we're going to do while we're here, there is a shop, and the one thing we always run short of, we can buy while we're here, and that is titanium. Always buy titanium whenever I get a chance, because I always run short. Have done for a while. And then we'll head north, grab the key, and then we'll raid the monastery further north and see what we actually get for it. Our first Frankish raid. So, titanium. Done. It's the only thing I ever buy, to be fair now.
I must take my leave. So long.
We can afford to buy the ingots and stuff, but we just don't need them. I know we're going to upgrade our gear that we're currently using, but it just doesn't seem needed at the minute. Straight through the church. And we are heading just across there. What I will do, I'll give it a quick save. We'll add a skill points we just gained as well. We're doing these skill points, the new skills over here. Did we miss one here? No, it's just a movement. We might as well finish off getting these. What I will probably end up doing is leaving skill points for the health regeneration until we've finished. Just because I like the trepidation of being able to die. I think if it becomes like it was starting to be because we regenerate health so easily, it just becomes less. You don't worry about running into battle, and I think you still need the idea of it being harmful. Okay. So, I think this is underground. There are enemies here as well. Statue there. Okay. That's what we're looking over there.
Sunan, guide me.
Just looking to see. There's an opal over there. Opal underground. There's a key somewhere around here. Ah, there's the actual mission is there. So we'll track the quest in a minute. There we go. So I'm assuming it's going to be around this area. Obviously, we've got to get underground. So, let's see what we can do. This is the Giza-Cum ruins.
This place is heavily guarded.
Not that heavily guarded, to be fair. Right, there are guards below. Other than that, it's not that bad. We can also do that. One guy dead. There's a book of knowledge here as well, which is always handy. Lovely assassination. Right, there must be an underground entrance. I would have thought. Yep. There we go. Other than... my only concern, though, actually... no, I think we're quite fine. I was just thinking, do we need a key? But actually, we're looking for a key, aren't we? Alright, see what we get. A book of knowledge will be good. See what new skill it is. And look what it is. It is a entrance of the assassins. At least it also means we only need one more key for the Bureau in France, in Paris. Maybe the rat boost. The rat boost would be good, wouldn't it? To be fair. I can hear rats. They are, just through there. Why? We obviously need fire for something. There's something to destroy. Can't see where I'm heading. Get out of the way. Right, yeah, them rats nearly got me then. Couldn't see where I was going. I was trying to displace them. They kind of got to me first. Right. There's a body there. Where are we heading? Rats are there. Chest is there. Key is across, I think. Thank you. Interesting. So the rats are actually in my way, I think. There's also a way out that way. Chest is there. Okay. So yeah, we need to get around these rats. Jump up. Jump up. Thank you. Jump onto the table. We are standing on a table to avoid the rats. So that was the mystery, that was the key we needed, which is perfectly done. Let's read the actual note. Brothers, with the departure of the Brotherhood from Britannia following the death of Imperator Honorius, work here in Paris is at an end. The cold wind that blows across Britannia has reached our shores as well. And in fact, that's the exact same thing we read in the previous. Yeah, it's all about the open welcome from the Bureau in Cologne. So that is the same note a second time. We're seeing duplication of notes, which we didn't see in the base game. Right, we are heading round. Rats are following. Go away, leave me alone. Them rats are annoying. Mainly because they just follow you. Right, so the rats there go into there. So we'll give us a little bit of time. Tungsten ingot. I thought there was a book of knowledge here, but it may be not in this bit. I think the book of knowledge then is outside. So blow the hole. And we can do another hole. We'll see what the book of knowledge is. So rats, I get why people are actually saying that the rats are really annoying. They are frustrating. They're fairly simple to avoid. The rats are upgraded. That is the boost for the plague of rats. Very well predicted there, Lisa. So the rat plague has been upgraded. I don't know. Let's have a quick look to see what the upgrade actually does, because it will tell us what it is. More rats are attracted over a wider area. Does make it very useful. Okay, so we've cleared the key. Obviously there were soldiers here, but we're going to try and raid north of here. Yeah, first raid in France. So, is that everything there cleared? That is. So even where there was guards around, there's nothing else to clear there. The next thing is this. There was a revenge mission in there, but we don't really worry about revenges. Right, we can get close to the vicinity and call the raiders in. We don't actually have to be on the sea to call them in. We need to be in the vicinity of the actual monastery itself to call them. The minute we do, obviously we get seen. So we need to put ourselves in a position where we feel we're ready to attack, ideally. Since we don't know much about this area, there's a bit of lag going on. Weird. Okay. Where are all the soldiers? Expecting lots of soldiers. Can I call the raid in now? Yes. Let's call them in. Let's go.
We fight!
Okay, we are on our own until they turn up. It's the Firemaker.
Come, let's end it quickly.
Too slow, fool! We have this!
Still waiting for my men to turn up. You really running away. Where are my men? I've called them in and I've yet to see them turn up. Stun attack with the arrow. Nicely done. Right, I don't even know where my men have got to. We did call them in. And we're still waiting. We're going to end up clearing this on our own, aren't we, at this rate? Where are our men? Oh, there they are. They're coming in. I've distracted the guards while they make an entrance from back. We need to deal with that guy on the roof, I think. been dealt with. Right. This is Mr. Flame Guy. I hate these guys. To be fair, we haven't upgraded the shield or anything, the sword or anything. It's working really well. Hello, Rolo. How are you? Right, where are we going for? There is something in here we need to get into. Hopefully they'll come and give us a hand. I think there's a book of knowledge in here somewhere as well, by the looks of things.
Come, help me with this.
Can we get this back to the ship?
Of course we can. Let's go. See what it gives us, because it'd be interesting to see what we're actually getting for it. Raw materials. Why would we need raw materials? That's an interesting one. I wasn't expecting raw materials. I could avenge someone, but they need to go around finding the people that hurt them. Just get a bit annoying. Okay, more enemies. We've got to get in the main church as well. There's raw materials this way. Let's try and get the raw materials first. Over this way, I think. I've been seen by someone. I do like the really good kills like that. I think they're quite cool. Right, in here, there's more raw materials.
Give me a hand over here.
So I don't know what the raw materials are for because there's nothing else to build in Ravensfort back in England. So unless we're going to need them for something in here, not too sure. Right, we need to get into the main. So another wolf here. Let's cross the bridge. I didn't kill the civilian, did I? If I kill one more civilian, I'm in trouble. They walked in front of my blade. Screen's gone all funny because I killed the civilian. He walked in front of me as I was shooting the soldier. Got to be careful, there's civilians here again. Right, we need to... There's people on the bridge. We need to get back up, I think. There's a book of knowledge in the main church. Always thought it was odd that the monasteries had lots of raw materials and not gold and silver. I know, it's a weird one, isn't it? You'd think they'd have a lot more gold and silver and stuff. Instead of raw materials. Is there anything else to grab in here? No. We need to head up, because that's where the book of knowledge is. And we also need to be up, I think, because that seems to be where they are on the bridge. So let's head up.
Your time has come.
Okay, he just jumped down away from me for some reason. Just got hit by a stone. Right, we're on the bridge. Book of Knowledge is to the right. That's kind of where I'm heading. I don't know where the men have all gone now. And here they're in the Book of Knowledge, I think, is in the main church by the looks of things. I think I need someone to come and give me a hand, which could be the issue.
Give me a hand with this.
Well, actual hard currency. Yeah, hard currency is everywhere, which is weird. I think they're about to open the door for us as well. Yeah. I've already been warned once for killing civilians accidentally. Try and avoid that again. Right, that wasn't the Book of Knowledge, obviously. That was just that guy. Sister summons to the guard captain Pont de l'Arche Monastery. Greetings, I'm Jerswinda du Lillibon from Lillibon. This is a holy proclamation. In this time of tribulation, there can be no more deliberation or contemplation. Now is the day of jubilation. For all decent men and women must take arms against the godless northern scourge sweeping our home, our nation. Cast off the holy habits and embrace the righteous transformation. I bring with me an assortment of weaponry from which the sisters can arm themselves. Advise them to think upon the preferred armament before my arrival, so the selection process is speedy without complication. For God and honour and all creation. Jeswinda de Lillibon, a noble woman by station. It's one of the funniest things I've read in a while. I've been seen by someone, but I don't know who by. Right, the Book of Knowledge is here. It's a brand new ability, Ghoul Breath. Not sure what Ghoul Breath is. Oh, there's someone upstairs. I wondered who they were shooting at me. If you want to stand there, I'm going to shoot you. No.
No escape and no quarter.
Okay.
Knock the dog down. You're just a dead coward.
Oh, a dead coward, okay. Right, that's him defeated. So what is left here? I think there is, obviously, we've got something. There's one bit of supplies over the other side of the bridge. By the looks of things, and I think we've cleared everything else. There's titanium there. But that is it. There's no mini wealths around. It is a simple case. We've got to get across to this side of the bridge, by the looks of things. But yeah, it's definitely weird about the currency. I don't understand how that works. That's a bit of a jump I don't want to do. Right, across the bridge we go. I'm assuming my men are already on the way across. But there was a lady who decided to do lots of rhyming, who decided to arm the nuns and the people here. Seems. Anyone else? I've got someone else shooting at me, to be fair. He is just there. I can actually just throw it back at him. I did fire it back at him. Sit him down. Right, I'm going to have a few of these now. Do you know what? Let's play them at their own game, shall we? We're probably going to get hit while I'm here. But I like playing these guys at their own game. Oh, he broke mine. Where's this other guy that's shooting me? Is he up? He's actually up there. Not anymore, he's not. Okay, he's come to fight us now.
Almost finished.
I think he fell into the water. Another guy up there. Down. And... oh, packed a punch, didn't it? I think we've managed to take them all out. No, there's someone else here. We're not alone. They are making use of their big arrows quite often. Oh, we took a hit. I just thought I should have actually just set him on fire properly, but just set myself on fire instead. Right, and here, this is the last thing we need to pick up, I believe. Where is he? I can hear him, I just can't see him. There he is. Do you know what I'm going to do? The rats are there. Oh, I did it too high. I was hoping the rats would have dealt with them. I did them on the roof of the other building. The rats are now... should be attacking him. Yeah, rats are dealing with them now. We'll leave the rats to it. Let's deal with the treasure we need to grab. It would have been nice if the economic system was more trade-based and you got actual money from places like this. I don't think it would have been that hard to implement, to be fair. Similar to how they did it with the Irish DLC, the trade system I thought in the Irish DLC was actually pretty decent. Raid complete. I just don't know what we need the raw materials for. But yeah, the trade system in the Irish DLC works really well. And I think this is where this one's lacking a little bit, is obviously money is so easily come by. We're full of it, and we haven't sold a single thing in the whole 200 plus hours we've been going for. Mainly because I don't generally sell things.
I feel great.
Let's free the animal. This might backfire on us, because it might then attack us. You actually going to attack us? My men are attacking it. I just freed the animal. They are attacking it. I freed it and now they're attacking it. I only waited because I might as well pick up the materials from it. Okay, there is a mystery north of here. But I believe that's everything picked up. We've cleared the thing. Yeah, like I say, I don't think it would have been that hard to implement. I want to just go and have a look what this is. We've got about 15-20 minutes left. From that kind of positioning, it's right near the edge of the map. I'd say it's a Cairn Stones. But while we're this kind of area, we might as well try and have a look at it and clear it while we're here. But yeah, I don't think it would have been that difficult to implement. Not really. Cairn Stones, I think, up there. But then, why is there so much silver lying around everywhere? That's my other question. But it is a Cairn Stones indeed. Hopefully, it's as simple as the first one. Yeah, there shouldn't be as much silver. And like you say, you would think the monasteries would be where the money is, because most people would give money during sermons, so they'd have lots of petty cash around. So it would make sense for them to have cash around the places. Yeah, the raid was a little bit disappointing. It's not knowing what we need the raw materials for as well, because as I say, Ravensthorpe is fully finished, so they're definitely not for Ravensthorpe. So why do we need them? Unless it's something we've just not unlocked yet, maybe. Let's move you to the side. That's a flat. Oh, that bottom one isn't flat though, is it? Let's move this one. It looked flat from where it was, but it's not. Let's move you. Come on. These generally, I haven't found too bad. There was mainly one I've had issues with previously in England, and that took us 2.5 hours. Other than that, we've not really struggled with many of these. I can't really gauge the height, annoyingly. Nope. Turn you over. Might be able to do it that way. Just being able to get the right angle to be able to just position yourself. think that's going to fall. No. Cairn Stone done. Nice and quickly. Yeah, they wouldn't store regular building materials in big gold chests at least. No, they wouldn't. I think that's where the realism kind of goes away. Like you say, the chests you would think would have silver, as most people will give silver during sermons. And that would be the natural thing you'd find around monasteries and churches, more often than not. But yeah, Valhalla doesn't follow that. But then, the other side of it, I would say that the money is so easy to come by. Maybe that's the reason. This was a new skill we picked up. Lace an arrow with deadly poison that causes those struck to become horrifyingly ill. Witnesses to the sickness back away in terror. So you shoot an arrow at a person, makes them really, really ill, like they've got the plague by the looks of things, and everyone around them runs away, or backs away at least. That's a weird ability. We'll try. We'll put it on. We'll try it out. We never use Axe Blizzard. I put it on and never use it. Piercing Shot I don't use either. Let's take Piercing Shot off and put on this Ghoul Breath, which is new. The only one we really use more often than not is the one to break open walls. Yeah, it'll be the valuable trinkets, like you say, gold crosses and stuff. That's what you expect to find in a monastery. Yeah, that's probably the big thing that doesn't really work. And it should. That's the thing. Now these raw they've actually gone. They have actually gone as part of the raw materials we had for Ravensthorpe. Which seems weird. Because, like I say, we don't need them. So why that would go there, I don't know. I'm in two minds with what's going on there, really, to be fair. Right. We've got about 10-15 minutes. We've cleared the mystery up here. We could go and clear this down here, to be fair. Viewpoint. Just trying to think. There's no point in starting a main mission, I don't think, now. We do need to raise our infantry level. We also need to upgrade some of our gear via a blacksmith, which we obviously haven't come across yet. I'm wondering what we should do. There's something over here, because I can hear the strange noise. I'm thinking, let's head here. We've been before, the town we started at a minute ago. There's a wealth here. There's something making a noise over here. But it could be the Charles Forward camp. I'm pretty sure it's... I don't know if there's something there or not, to be fair. And then let's get the viewpoint, clear this wealth over here. And we'll probably be close to finishing for the evening, I think. But while we're this side, it makes sense to clear what's here. I want a shield. I want a new French shield, and I want a French bow. That's the two things. If we don't get once we finish this DLC, I'll be disappointed. But yeah, I think some thought needed more to go into the raids and the monasteries. It was cool. It was good in the base game because it gave you a reason to do them because it meant upgrading your settlement. But they wouldn't, like you say, keep building materials around. If they were small camps instead of monasteries that you raided, would make more sense. Small villages and things like that. The problem is money, silver, isn't difficult to get hold of now. Would have been cool if you could collect unique relics from the raids. Yeah, so each monastery had a unique relic. That would have been quite cool. As like a trophy for doing it kind of thing. That would have been cool. Just going to take the quest off, mainly because we don't need it on at the minute. You could trade relics for money. That's not a bad shout, to be honest. I think the raids in the base game were good to start with, but then after a while, just other than for your main materials to upgrade your village, after that they just become useless. Oh, should we buy? We should really buy a French horse, shouldn't we? Mainly because our horse is Irish, and as it's Irish, I'm kind of loath to ride it around as much as I probably should. Let's have a look. And I'm not using the bear. I refuse to use the bear. We need to pick a new force. We are not using the moose. I want a French horse. So, Librit. We've got 6,000 silver. And again, we've not sold anything. Fortitude. Fortitude looks nice. Is it a French horse though? But it does look nice. Mainly because of the saddle. Wraith. Gluttony. Gluttony doesn't look that good. Prudence. Not really a French name, is it? Abelard. Pride. Fiendish. Passalande. Lamry. I think that's an Irish horse. So is it a reindeer? We're not getting it. No matter what, we're not getting it. Pacifier, Gringalot, Dart, Gypsy. Okay. I think I like the look of Fortitude, mainly because of the saddle. Or Librit. Librit? Everyone calls him a moose or elk. He's an actual reindeer, is it? Okay. Yeah, I just personally came to mind more, to be fair. There's a lack of French horses, I've noticed. I don't even know if Fortitude is a French horse. Because I don't know what horses were here pre-DLC. Because we obviously bought our Irish horse and haven't looked back. We bought Dubs England while we was in Ireland. That's really all we used. That's Gypsy's Irish. Don't know where Dart comes from. I want to say Librit or Fortitude. Nothing else seems French, which is a little bit frustrating. What I'm going to quickly do is just see if there is any new horses. I just want to see if I'm missing what ones they are. I've got to try and do this without seeing things that I don't want to see. I can't. It's not going to give me any reason. Siege of Paris, new mounts. Let's try that one. I just want to know which ones are new. That's all I want to know. I don't want to. I don't want to use the bear. I just want to know which ones are actually new in it. And I can't. It won't give me any results. It's all about other stuff that I don't want to read. That's annoying. Okay. Which horse should we have? Or do we just keep... I might just stick to our Irish horse, to be fair, for the time being. Fortitude does look nice. I like the saddle. But I don't want to get it if it's not a French horse. But, more words out. What we do... We might leave it for the time being. Unless anyone has any suggestions. Are the horses 7 Deadly Sins themed? Now you said it, I think they might be. Because Gluttony was there, wasn't it? Hang on. Gypsy Dart, Gringalot, Pacifier, Tensendor, Lamray, Passalande, Fiendish, Pride, Prudence, Gluttony, Wraith, Fortitude. Don't think they're the 7 Deadly Sins, but there's something, isn't there? Gluttony, Wraith, Fortitude, Prudence, Fiendish, Pride. Yeah, I think there's a theme there. I think we may just stick to our Irish horse. Not that I ride it very often, to be fair. I just normally forget to call upon it. We are heading to a small village over this way. Wraith, Pride and Gluttony. Yeah, there is a theme. The sun is bright. But yeah, I don't know where that theme's leading to. To be fair, I tend to run more than actually use my horse. Majority of the time. We'll pick up this as we go past. Little opal sitting there for us. So we're heading this way because there was a wealth, and then we go further north, and I think that was the church where little... I forgot what her name was. The lady we killed. Yeah, no worries, Lisa. We are finishing ourselves shortly. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for watching. Oh, okay, so the actual place to be. It's more frustrating. I might actually... Do you know what? I may just call it a night now. I thought there'd be a nice, easy, quick clear, but I've got to go and beat a load of guards. But no, Lisa, thank you very much. We will see you again, I'm sure, very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I think what we'll do, I think we'll save it here. Mainly because I thought we could just clear it really quickly. And obviously it's going to be a little bit longer than quick. So I think we'll call it a night at the same time. We're just about 2 hours now as well. So what have we achieved this evening? We have met Count Obo? I don't know what his name was now. We met the Count, tried to convince him to come to some sort of terms of peace treaty. Kind of backfired a little bit, and we are left looking at a way. We've got 3 different missions. One is to meet Charles again in the pub, in the tavern. One is to meet Siegfried to find to secure the military workshop for the catapults, and then we also have a smuggler who may be able to tell us the weaknesses of Paris itself. That's the 3 missions for the main story we need to do. For the siege preparations in theory. We've cleared a few bits and pieces, and we'll probably start tomorrow evening by finishing off clearing this, and then from there we can head to Paris and deal with those, and probably upgrade our weapons as well, to be fair. But that is it for this evening. So we're currently on 242 hours and 47 minutes in this one save, which I think is an incredible save to have going, admittedly. So the plan for this week, as it's Monday tomorrow, so no live stream tomorrow daytime, because it's still some holidays. So Monday evening, tomorrow evening, we'll be live again with more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And then Tuesday daytime we'll have a morning stream around 9:30, 10 o'clock, hopeful start. And depending on how that goes and how much we get done, we may even do an evening stream of Assassin's Creed 3, just to keep our eye into that. We might do that Tuesday evening. I don't want to do Valhalla in the morning and then Valhalla in the evening. I think that's a little bit too much. We may go to Assassin's Creed 3 in the evening. Do a little bit more on that. That's the plan. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the conversation, and the views, everyone. And we shall hopefully see you again tomorrow night or very, very soon. If we don't see you soon, hope you've had a good weekend and have a good week. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.